G'day everybody, time for another rant or just some facts. Over in America, Yellowstone National Park, the animals over there have the right of way. That means that the humans are secondary. Here in Australia, on Fraser Island for example, where the young child was bitten by the dingo, wild animals interact with humans. Now, wouldn't it be logical to either take the dingoes off the island or restrict the numbers of tourists that go there, or restrict the areas they go to so they're fenced off away from the animals? These are wild animals. These aren't domestic dogs. These are dingoes. They're like a bear, a cougar, you know, related to something in your own country that can kill you. A dingo isn't an aggressive animal, it's a scavenger animal. So on that island they used to have dingoes with camp aborigines used to feed them. They had brumbies on the island. The rangers over there now, Department of Environment Resource Management, when a dingo comes down to scavenge around the beach, they shoot it with a clay pellet in the backside and scares the dog away. You've seen vision on YouTube of dingoes coming there and grabbing people's camping gear. They're starving and they have no other way to getting a feed. Now in Australia also, if you're a crocodile and you grab somebody and eat them, or you grab them and bite them on the arse, they trap that crocodile and they remove it to a different area. The dingo on the other hand gets a bullet in the ear. Now you've seen some autopsy reports that are on my website on Facebook, and they said they got rifleitis or hot lead in the ear. That's what they cop over there for an incident, or if they become what they consider aggressive. So why two sets of laws? Why does a crocodile get removed to a safe area away from humans, and yet a dingo cops it in the ear? Straight away, bang, dead, finito. Also, a domestic dog in Australia, if it bites somebody, gets removed with a pound. They determine whether it's dangerous, they do a whole court case. It may be destroyed, or it may be muzzled, tighter conditions. A dingo, bang, straight in the ear. Now, you've got to ask yourself why. This Queensland government destroys one animal immediately on an attack, and yet another one, like a crocodile, who can kill somebody. We don't go and swim in rivers, or some fools do, with crocodiles, or some get too close to their habitat. That's deemed people's stupidity, and yet people are allowed to go onto the island in their hundreds and thousands, 300 odd thousand on Fraser Island, and yet they can go there, walk amongst the dingoes, camp amongst the dingoes. They're wild animals. What sort of a stupid government, led by Anna Bligh, we call her Bligh because her name's Bligh, also Kate Jones, the Environment Minister, these fools need to reassess what's going on in Australia. And people need to really think about the people they vote into power. You shouldn't vote someone in because of a pretty looking little thing. There should be someone with some nous or some credentials, like, I mean, environmental credentials. The likes of Bob Irwin. Wouldn't Bob Irwin make a top minister? You know, a bloke with a conservation background. They get these fools and they make these laws, one law for one animal, one law for another animal. I can't see the difference between a crocodile and a dingo. They're both wild animals, they both can kill you. One cops an immediate bullet to the head and the other one gets safely removed to another area. Now, it is an island, so you could take that dingo off the island if it was a problem dog. But when you've got people interacting with animals, wild animals, there's going to be incidents. And every time that they cop an incident, they cop a bullet. So you got 200 or 300 dingoes, how long before they're all gone? Pretty easy to work out, isn't it? That's my rant for this week, and I tell you what, the Queensland government sucks. And there's another fool called Jason O'Brien who's writing the Torres Strait News. He happens to be a member for that area, so he's got a vested interest in what he says. There's a shop up there, you'll see on my website too, where they're selling dugong bones and tusks. Ivory, poaching, exactly what happens in Africa with a tusk and an elephant. No different in Australia, it's a tusk. And these are getting sold openly in a shop diagonally opposite the member's office on the Torres Straits. Now, hard to imagine the bloke hasn't wandered into that shop at some stage, but then again, maybe staff have, maybe they haven't. But then again, you've got to ask yourself how that is allowed to happen when there's a 2-year imprisonment, $3,000 fine, right across the road from where his office is, and yet nothing's done. Exposed by myself through a nice person who sent me all the info. That's how things get changed in Australia, by the citizens. Nothing to do with the politicians. They're as dumb as dog shit. And unfortunately, we need to change the government and change it quick for the sake of the animals. That's my rant for this week.